Hello everyone, welcome back to the Woman's Signals. In today's video, we're going to discuss about the biggest mistake you can make with a woman. The more I observe and reflect on modern dating dynamics and relationships, the more I keep arriving at one very clear conclusion. The vast majority of people out there truly have no real clue what they want or expect from a romantic partner. There seems to be one major mindset mistake that strongly separates the small minority of men who get showered with attention and interest from women from the much larger majority of guys still struggling desperately just to get one woman to stay passionately excited by and invested in them. That huge mistake is putting women up on pedestals and handing over all their power. There's an old saying that goes, if you treat her like a celebrity, she'll treat you like a fan. The core difference between a celebrity and their gushing fans boils down to three things: perceived worth, status, and position. Celebrities have that mysterious X factor, extraordinary talent, unmatched charisma, stunning looks, or some other quality that captures the public's imagination and attention. They stand out from the crowd. Fans, on the other hand, are just one amongst a faceless legion of admirers cheering on the celebrity, liking their posts, and agreeing with everything they say and do in hopes of getting noticed. This kind of uneven, worshipful dynamic where one person holds all the cards and receives all the benefits is pedestal behavior. If this describes your relationship with a woman, it likely means you're making the cardinal mistake of putting her up on a pedestal, ceding your power and killing her attraction in the process. Of course, you should express sincere interest, admiration, and attraction for a woman. But beware doing it from a position of weakness, submission, and neediness, because that spells pedestal territory. This often stems from a failure to truly grasp how the female psyche and attraction work, dangerous ignorance. And it usually ends badly for the guy, with him feeling confused and blindsided when she abruptly pulls away or ghosts him. Our culture conditions men to believe that in order to make a woman fall head over heels, you should constantly dote on her, cater to her every fleeting whim, and shower her with overt signs of affection, commitment, and attention. According to this fanciful perspective, the more you demonstrate your willingness to sacrifice yourself on her behalf, then surely the more grateful she'll be and the deeper she'll fall in love. Right? Wrong. In reality, when a man relentlessly supplicates to a woman like this, devoid of boundaries or any masculine edge, he only signals to her subconscious that he lacks the masculine qualities she truly craves in a lover and protector. Traits like strength, courage, leadership, independent thought, and unapologetic confidence not dependent on anyone else's approval. Without these foundational attributes, he devalues himself in her eyes as the kind of man she can passionately submit to. On a primal, biological level, feminine women instinctively seek strong, self-possessed men who command respect. Men they can look up to, admire, and confidently follow into the unknown. None of those descriptors fit a people-pleasing yes man who compromises his masculinity and self-worth for pats on the head and female validation. His terrified scarcity mentality is the furthest thing from compelling. Nonetheless, a massive chunk of modern men stumble blindly into this trap, conditioned by Disney fairy tales and Hollywood fantasies about relationships to believe that servile deference is what women want. They remain oblivious to what actually makes men attractive. Ironically, this cultural brainwashing is also partly why some women do occasionally fall for cocky bad boys, narcissists, and players. These guys swing way too far in the opposite direction. But their appeal is that they radiate a self-centered dominance and masculine boldness that provides an exhilarating escape from the tedious crowd of fawning nice guys. Make no mistake, real women don't want to be worshipped up on a pedestal, devoid of free will. Nor do they want a man who robotically defers to their every opinion or happily shapes his whole life around their needs with no vision of his own. A strong, feminine woman yearns for a man who's decisively anchored in his own reality and boldly invites her into it. A man whose boundaries, confidence, and certainty create that elusive spark of legitimate challenge she can't resist. If you find yourself constantly running yourself ragged to please a woman who hasn't even committed to you yet, you're headed for pain. A mature, High-value woman will politely ignore all those efforts to get the attention of the one compelling man who stands out by not always being available or eager to please her. The man who maintains his own passions and purpose and savors his alone time. The kind of man whose company is a prize she has to continually earn through her own efforts, not because he's chasing her validation. This is where most guys blow it. They fall all over themselves putting women first, not realizing their time and attention is the true prize that should be earned. It's this difference in frame that separates the few truly desirable men at the top who women chase for commitment from the forgettable guys who come and go in her life within weeks. Now that you understand this crucial distinction, the choice is yours. Which type of man do you want to become? There are no shortcuts, but any man willing to put in the work on himself can transform from overinvested nice guy into an undeniable catch who enjoys women chasing his validation. Just remember, it's not about the number of men pursuing her. It's about the mindset, boundaries, and inner strength of the man. She'll ignore oceans of fawning admirers, orbiters, and yes men to get a chance with that one man who embodies compelling masculine grace and certainty. The kind of man who knows his worth and invites women into his reality as a bonus, never compromising his mission to prioritize her fleeting whims. Grasping this key mindset difference is the dividing line between the minority of truly desirable men drowning in options and the majority of guys still misguidedly putting women first and then feeling frustrated and powerless in dating. With this new perspective on what feminine women really crave in a man, hopefully your dating life will change permanently for the better. Never forget, it's not about supplicating yourself to women or sacrificing your interests in a desperate bid for affection or intimacy. It's about courageously becoming the kind of indelibly confident, purpose-driven man that a woman will excitedly choose to come along and enjoy the ride with. That's my take for now. Until next time, keep working on yourself above all else. We hope you found this video helpful. If so, please give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest content. Your support means a lot to us. If you'd like to further support our work, you can use Super Thanks below. We genuinely appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.